today. We're gearing up for Valentine's Day next week, but a local yoga studio is reminding us how important it is to show love to ourselves. My co-host Kyle Keel is joining us live from Sunlight Yoga and Apothecary in Davenport. And Kyle, this weekend there's a Be Your Own Valentine type of an event.
Exactly. They're calling it the Anti-Valentine's Day class. It's going to be a yoga class kind of paired with some spicy novels and tea. And that is a quote from Rebecca Sebastian. She is the founder of Sunlight Yoga plus Apothecary here in the village of Davenport, or village of East Davenport. Rebecca, thanks for joining us on Quad Cities Live today.
Thank you for having me.
You got a nice little quaint studio here in the village, and this all started a few years ago. So talk about what led you to opening up your own yoga studio.
So I am a yoga therapist by trade, and I needed a place to work. I wanted to bring yoga therapy to the Quad Cities and have a place that was truly accessible and warm and welcoming for people to come practice yoga. So I built Sunlight.
And then talk about how we kind of got yoga to pair with tea. We've got a lot of, I mean, you walk into this space and you smell the tea. It smells very herbal in here, very welcoming, very, very soothing. So how do tea and yoga pair together?
I realized there was no good place in the Quad Cities to buy loose leaf tea, and so I've always really loved it and had a passion for tea and spices, and so I just thought, well, if nobody else is going to build it, I am. So here we are.
Here we are, and you know, we were talking beforehand, you know, about the pandemic. You got through the pandemic, and so in 2022, you kind of opened up the apothecary side of things. So what made you decide that?
Well, honestly, one thing, if you know yoga people, you know they love tea. So I already knew I had people who were coming who would want to buy some tea. I wanted to buy tea, and I just thought, let's give this a try. And so it's become something really fun and creative for us. So yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this event coming up on Sunday. This is the Anti-Valentine's Day yoga class. It's the Love Yourself First. So obviously, you want to be able to love yourself before you can give your love to anyone else. So what can people expect when they come in?
What they can expect is tea and chocolate and some really nourishing body movements. So a lot of people think yoga might be fitness. This isn't that. You're gonna feel all nice and ooey gooey. I'm gonna down-regulate your nervous system. We're gonna have some moments to remember how much you're awesome, and then we can go about our business and go find everybody else to have Valentine's Day with too. But we've loved ourselves first.
Absolutely. So how much would it cost for someone to come drop into one of these classes?
$26.
$26, and you get some tea with it. So talk about you're doing a partnership with another local business. Love hearing that.
Oh my gosh, we love the Atlas Collective, the new indie bookstore in downtown Moline. So they have curated a selection of spicy romance novels to go with our spicy Valentine's teas. We have the book Boyfriend tea. It's sweet and spicy and tastes like the dishes are done without asking. And we have the cinnamon roll tea. If you don't know romance novel tropes, a cinnamon roll character is a character who wants the very best for the main character.
All right, so that's happening this Sunday at 11 o'clock here at the Sunlight Yoga plus Apothecary Studio. That's located at 1111 Jersey Ridge Road in the village of East Davenport. As she mentioned, $26 is the admission. And for more information, you can head to their website. And coming up in the next half hour, this is going to be the second day in a row that I do yoga on live television. So I don't know if you want to see that, but we're going to do a couple of moves you can expect. And we're going to taste that tea that she mentioned. We'll see if that is my cup of tea. So stay tuned for that. In Davenport for Quad Cities Live, I'm Kyle Keel. Morgan, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Kyle, we are looking forward to it. Get that warrior pose.